the concept of impermanence. It is a fundamental principle in many philosophical and spiritual traditions such as Buddhism, Taoism, and Stoicism. It revolves around the idea that everything in life is in a constant state of flux and change, and nothing is permanent. This includes not only physical objects, but also emotions, relationships, and life itself. Understanding and embracing impermanence can lead to a deeper appreciation for the present moment and a more meaningful existence.
The Marines have a saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die.
In the same way that the two ends of the brush, lifting up one involves lifting up the other. So in this way, living involves dying. We wouldn't say that the cause of death is birth, but birth and death go together and they are inseparable.
Death is an inevitable part of life, and it is not something we can escape or control. Accepting this reality can free us from denial and allow us to live more authentically. Knowing that time is limited encourages us to pursue our goals, follow our passions, and strive to become the best versions of ourselves. It prompts us to make the most of the time we have.
Changing. People say all the time now, well, I'm working on changing. Don't worry about it. You don't have to work on changing. Change is automatic. Your body's going to change whether you want it or not as the years go by. And no matter how hard you work, there's going to be some changes going on there. The economy is going to change no matter what you want it to do. The weather is going to change. Relationships are going to change. Everything in life is always changing. We don't have to work on change. Change is automatic, but progress is not. So if you want to make real progress, then you really got to look at your life in a different way. You got to say, I got to take control of this process and not just hope it's going to work out like people do who make a resolution.
Problems are basically the building block of happiness. And that is really counterintuitive to most people, because most people think of happiness as like no problems, sitting on the beach with a pina colada, doing whatever. And but the truth is that we need some sort of struggle in our life. And the point I try to make in the book is that the key to living a good life isn't getting rid of struggle, it's finding good struggles. Struggles that invigorate you, struggles that feel important to you, struggles that can contribute to the people around you. Because that's where meaning comes from, and ultimately meaning is, what we all need. If people listening to this feel stuck in some way, generally when people feel stuck, it's because they're in a situation where they believe that they don't have the power to solve whatever's going on in their life. And the truth is that you always have the power to A, react to whatever's going on in your life, or B, create the meaning around whatever's happening in your life. So it's usually just a matter of first changing perspective and then B, doing something to set about solving it. And again, it's what gets people stuck is that they want to eliminate their problems. It's not about eliminating problems. It's about simply finding something more meaningful, more worthwhile.
Facebooks and Instagrams and what we're doing. You got to know you're going to win. You got to sell out. Yeah, I'm telling you, you got to become a sellout. You need to sell out. You need to get obsessed. You got to get relentless. You got to be a road dog. You got to get intense.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Remember this. Nothing. But you got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasures. What are you going to do with what you have? I'm not talking about how much you have. Some of you are business majors. Some of you are theologians, nurses, sociologists. Some of you have money. Some of you have patience. Some of you have kindness. Some of you have love. Some of you have the gift of long suffering. Whatever it is, whatever your gift is, what are you going to do with what you have?
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and remember, failure is not final.